Hi guys, it's you and me. How are you? If you are new here, hi. I always talk about murder, mystery, ghost encounters, tragic life, and other creepy stuff. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and hit the thumbs up. So let's jump into our topic for today. She was born on January 6, 1936, as Dorothy Ginto Jones in Nueva Ecija, Philippines, to an American soldier father, Jose Zubel Aqueza Jones Jr., and a local Filipina mother, Inocenia Velez Ginto. As a child, she has been interested in performing, and she started her film career at the age of 15, until she got noticed by the actress Delia Razon, who urged the head of LVN Pictures to hire Dorothy as a permanent actress. They also changed her screen name from Dorothy Jones to Nida Blanca. So after her screen test on October 6, 1951, she signed her contract and reigned as queen of movies for more than a decade. She is a very versatile actress since she played various roles in movies and won a lot of awards. The newbie actresses looked up to her and idolized her. Nida Blanca was married twice. Her first husband was Victorino Torres, and they had a daughter named Kay. After the separation from Victorino, she met Roger Lawrence Strunk, an American singer and actor known by her screen name Rod Lauren. He appeared in some television shows, and as a singer, he had a hit entitled If I Had a Girl, which landed number 31 on the Billboard Hot 100. So, at this point in her life, Nida Blanca seems to have it all, but everything changed. On November 6, 2001, at 12:30 p.m., Nida Blanca drove her car from her home in White Plains, Quezon City, to the Movie and Television Review and Classification Board office in Green Hills, San Juan, Metro Manila. The Movies and Television Review and Classification Board was located at the 33rd floor of the Atlanta Center building. As a veteran actress, she served as a board member, attending screenings and rating movies and television shows twice a week, and it usually ends at around 5 or 6 o'clock p.m. After the screening, one co-worker said she saw Nida received a telephone call and then left. It was reported that she told the employees that she would be attending a wake at Santuario de San Antonio in Forbes Park, Makati, but that was the last time they saw her. At 10 p.m., Elena de la Paz, Nida's personal assistant, noticed that she hadn't arrived home yet, so she called Nida's friends to find out where she was, but her friends said that they had not seen her. She was so worried at that time and decided to go to the Atlanta Center to look for Nida. The guard told her that Nida's car was there. Thinking that Nida went out with a friend on a different vehicle, Elena returned home at 11:30 p.m. and told Nida's husband, Rod Strunk, that they had not found her. The next morning, November 7, at around 8 a.m., a roving security guard of the Atlanta Center was inspecting the 6th floor parking lot and found blood on the floor. The trail of blood led him to a parked car a few meters away. The car was a green Nissan Sentra owned by Nida Blanca. And he found the car locked, but the actress was found slumped in the back seat. The autopsy reports show that Nida Blanca sustained 13 incisions. She also had some bruises, which suggested that she was hammered. The approximate time of her death was set between 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. of November 7, 2001, around 3 to 4 hours before the security guard found her body. At that time, the 6th floor parking area had allotted 6 spaces for the MTRCB. It was dark, and aside from a wide-angle mirror, it did not have a security guard stationed in it, nor a surveillance camera. Photos show that Nida's Nissan Sentra was parked at the very end, near the wall, and was partially covered by the concrete pillar. So, it is safe to say that maybe someone had abducted her from the time she left the MTRCB office on November 6. Immediately after this crime was reported, there were theories that surfaced as to why Nida Blanca died. One is that she had incurred a large amount of debt from a syndicate that lends money to gamblers. Another rumor said that Nida lends money to gamblers. But the most acceptable theory is that someone had hired a hitman to murder her, and all hands pointed at her husband Rod Strunk. Nida and Rod's marriage was no longer working, and according to household staff, they slept in separate rooms. Sometime during the 90s, Rod was caught using drugs, but Nida forgave him, and his finances were out of control. He had become a freeloader and had interests on Nida's properties and insurance. Nida Blanca had 85 million pesos worth of properties, including a Green Hills San Juan condominium worth 10 million and a house in California worth $300,000, which, as stated in her will, would be given to her only daughter, Kay, and had disinherited Rod Strunk. It was also said that she is in the process of annulling her marriage to Rod, and if this happens, then he will not receive any single penny from her. But if Nida died before she was able to terminate her marriage, under the law, Rod Strunk, being the legal spouse, would be entitled to a portion of his estranged wife's inheritance, even though Blanca's will stated that all of her properties would go to her daughter. The case became more intense when the police arrested Philip Medel, a self-confessed killer who surrendered on November 19, 2001, and confessed that Rod Strunk had hired him to murder Nida. But he retracted his testimony 4 days later, claiming the police had tortured him into confessing. But the medical results showed no signs of torture to back his claim. Despite his retraction, Rod Strunk remained the prime suspect according to the Philippine prosecutors, based largely on circumstantial evidence and statements of new witnesses. Rod Strunk left the Philippines in January 2002 to visit his mother, who was dying at that time, and he never returned. He was later arrested at his home and detained at the Sacramento County Jail after the Philippine government filed an extradition request against him to stand trial in the Philippines. The U.S. court denied the extradition request, and Strunk was immediately released from jail. the Philippine government had filed a second extradition case against him, but did not receive any official response from the US government. On July 11, 2007, Rod Strunk committed suicide by jumping from a second-floor balcony of the Tracy Inn in California, where he had been staying for the previous 3 days. Philip Medel remained the suspect and was held in jail until his death on April 7, 2010, at the age of 62. He died of sepsis caused by pneumonia at the Philippine General Hospital, and until now, this case is still technically unsolved. That's it, guys. So what do you think of this murder case? Let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. And if you have any topic that you want me to check, please comment it down, and I will see you next time.